again by Casper,
Yo,
and we are in probably for the last one or two sessions in for Torchlight Infinite. And
last one. I don't think I can tolerate another one.
I I decided to try to go hard, right? Just a little bit.
Yeah, I seen a screenshot you sent me.
Yeah. I'm peaking around 240, 250 mil ish uh, damage. The build itself is pretty simple, but like I I have to give good credit where credit is due. The
All right.
crafting system is a lot better than in Last Epoch,
Okay. Is it better
and
than
I don't
Path?
know
it
because
is
this is
it is more deterministic though, from what I've seen.
you have more layers of deterministic, right? Well,
But you can add
it's
like I
more,
noticed that
it's
some crafting you can upgrade individual affixes or you
yeah.
can add an affix, but you can't do both.
Well, you can.
Oh,
So you can lock affixes and re-roll. It's just what the thing I find about it is it's a lot more accessible. It, the things that you could do to your items are pretty easy to do, and the game isn't trying to like super duper punish you for it because they're not itemized in currency, right? So there are a couple things like the mirror and things like that that are worth a certain amount of whatever. But it's one of those things where like when you find an item that has a really good stat on it and you're like, oh yeah, I kind of like that one stat. If you have the craft juice or the craft crystals, you
hmm
can craft on it until you hit one or two good fucking mods that you want, and then you can put a really good mod on it, and then you can enchant it as well. So you end up with like a really good 4 or 5 mod item pretty simply. And the crafting material, so the stuff that we've been gathering for the crafting material in
the green crystals, the blue
the
crystals.
green crystals, the purple crystals, and all that kind of shit. There's a
hmm
whole bunch of crystals in this goddamn game. But the crafting stuff in this are actually relatively cheap in Flame Elementium once you start getting up into your tiers of mapping.
Okay.
You start finding Flame Elementium a little bit more often, and then you could spend like 12 of them to buy like a stack of it. A stack of 1,000 flame sand to fucking re-roll your shit. And if you're not locking more than one affix, you can keep re-rolling it as long as you have flame sand. And only when you lock two do you start burning the crafting potential of the item. And like it's not crazy in depth. This is really accessible. Is my big takeaway from
Has
this.
any
It's
content you've seen so far? Because it seems like you've gone a little further than me. Is any content you see locked by a paywall?
I don't know. I
Okay.
don't think so.
I know the pack system. The pack system
Uh,
is a little bit suspect when it comes to pay to win. I know we discussed that last time off air.
I am finding, yeah, I don't know if that's the case, right? Because I haven't played one of the pack characters. I guess that would be the next experiment if we were to do it, is to spend the $5 or $6 to fucking
To get one of the good pack
right.
animals.
Good.
And for
And
those
then
of you listening to this, I'm showing this their I guess their pack wheel. So each of these animals will give you some kind of like effect, which then in turn will affect you what this overall tree will look like. But there, if just let me show you guys real quick. Um, but if you go here to boons, some of these are purchasable with cash. Now you do get some of these throughout your campaign and throughout some of the missions. I don't know towards like towards where coffee's at. If you keep getting jagged,
not very. It starts slowing down like in every free to play game.
yeah,
They
you definitely get it from achievements. What are those? Dailies, weeklies. You get some of those, which then you can
yeah.
buy these. But I think the point is to actually purchase the currency, and basically you can get some of these higher end pack animals, which will give you a lot more. Uh, as you can see here, knockback defense, projectile speed, projectile damage. Some of the free ones do give you some of these, but and they're not really easy to get because you have to use
Well, the
Jack.
thing is I think it's a gotcha, right? So you're gonna roll. If you're just starting out, it'll give you enough to roll for a few of them. You're getting some. Hopefully, the ones that you're getting are gonna be useful to your build. Um, but the main thing that I was thinking about the pay to win now is class because I feel like I've hit like a wall, right? So where I'm at, so I'm level 94. Um,
Let me see. Throw up a map up so I can see show the viewers.
oh, okay,
The party system in this game is ass. I have to say that.
yeah,
Like
I don't,
the fact
I
that we
don't like
can't be in the same instance, the same reason that is like the notification whenever he goes into a map is like really tiny. Sometimes it's very. If I'm in a sub menu, like if I'm in my inventory or anywhere else, I don't see it. I don't see him going into a map. Like I have to like rely on coffee letting me know in order for me not to miss the window to go in. Because then there is a small window. So by the time that he goes into the map, between and then where I can join and be effective.
So are you able to see
See,
my shared screen?
multiplayer dungeon. Oh no, I was gonna say I was gonna go in the map with you, but I
Oh,
can't, right? Because I have to work up to
I don't,
that level.
you might be able to because I'm just
Oh,
using higher memories. You're just gonna fucking die. But then again, you might not. Just try to run around. Hold up, we'll see.
it says multiplayer dungeon no longer available. That's what it's giving me.
Right, because I haven't opened the
Okay.
other one. I was screen sharing to show you the mapping maps.
Oh, it says you haven't met the
But
prerequisites to conditions to enter the target stage, so it won't let me.
okay,
So it won't let me. So let me, if you don't mind sharing your screen,
this is probably gonna be terrible fucking quality, if any.
we'll see. Just a
Uh,
quick demo.
all
Bear
right,
with us,
see if it
guys.
helps.
Let me just watch. All right, just let me just full screen. All right, can I? I always don't know how to make it full screen. I always have trouble with that that process.
Yeah,
Always gets me. I think it's
gets you
as
caught
good
up.
as. Yeah, because I don't want to. I don't want the uh, full screen. There it is. Okay. All right, guys, give me a second. Uh, nope, that's not it. Okay, there it is. Wait, that's not it either. What the hell?
Done, done.
So what happens when you do it live, guys? This is what happens. There it is.
Yep.
Okay.
So I've been doing a lot of the clockwork shit. Uh,
It's,
my build is pretty strong.
yeah, yeah, it
Uh,
looks pretty.
this is with no
Is
mods.
it Elder?
No,
I saw
wait.
tentacles.
Oh, I don't know what the fuck it's called. I don't know if it's actually like an equivalent to Elder, but
What would you consider this equivalent to like T60 maps?
no, this is probably more like T12s.
Okay.
Because if you want to show, if I want, I can't do the. There's like a nightmare version of the map of like the mapping map, and I can't live in there yet. My minions also don't do enough damage to be in there yet, so
So everything is like bullet sponges.
yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Because usually if you're doing 300 million damage, like, and would you consider that a T60 map, or is it like is the ceiling much higher?
I think the ceiling also goes higher because you get up to I don't know what the highest tiers are,
Okay.
but right now this is tier 7. I think it goes up. I know there's tier 8s, and then depending on how much of the
Wow.
uh,
Triple S.
oh yeah, this build is pretty good for that. Watch the boss health of this.
Wow, we was hitting only class what B yesterday.
Yeah,
Oh, there's another gotcha. What the hell? This is new.
it's a league. It's not, I don't know about league mechanic, but it's a mechanic that you can spec into on your tree. As you go through the map, it's sort of like I don't know, like having buffed monsters that are in there that count toward this number. This number can go up, and then you use that number to re-roll on that little wheel, and you get random rewards for the wheel. More rewards, and it costs a certain amount.
I don't see
That
your
kind of thing.
mouse, so you keep saying this right here.
Oh,
What do
no,
you?
no, no, I'm not saying anything.
Oh,
It's just I'm literally just sitting here.
okay.
Uh, that little purple shit in the top right spawns fucking creatures at the end of your map
Yeah, I don't
or at
have
the beginning.
that yet. Yeah. Okay, so that must be new.
It's like, but the I don't. This game makes it easy to continue to play. I'll make it. I'll give it to that. Once you get through the first part, there's a good game in here somewhere.
Well,
The menus and all of that shit just make it really really difficult to fucking keep going because they keep trying to shove pay for this, buy this.
yeah,
Then you see an item that you want in the store and the shit is costing like 15,000 fucking doopy doops. Like I don't
yeah.
know. It
Uh,
might just be the effect of, late game market.
the game. The problem is that the game used to not be free to play before. The originally when Torchlight is it's a like a Diablo game when you buy it to play it. Torchlight 1 through 3 were pretty solid games as far as ARPGs was concerned. They had this art style. It wasn't as animated or like as anime, not animated, but anime. Like it wasn't that much like a mobile game kind of animation, but it still had this kind of stylistic of thing. In my opinion, the difference between this game and Torchlight 3 is very, very little. They added a lot of functionality and a lot of what you call currencies, but I think the currencies were added as a way of getting more generate more income to the game.
Yeah.
All I remember, the primary income in Torchlight 3 was gold, and you would
Uh,
just purchase
and
gold, purchase whatever you need to purchase from the vendors, and then that's it.
and then if you look, there's so there's so many currencies
Yeah,
that
so many
have.
overlapping currencies, which okay, I will say this: they still don't have nothing on Path. Path like Path has at least 1,000 currencies.
I I don't know about 1,000,
I mean, I'm being hyperbole
but
in a bit, but
the thing
you know,
is you have to. Okay, so in Path with how many currencies there are, how many sub menus are there?
yeah, yeah, you're right. Yeah, no, you're right. And I
You see,
think,
I
and
think
that the currencies in Path also have dual functions.
yes.
There's also the same thing.
Uh-oh. What happened?
Give me a second.
Uh-oh, you got quiet. Technical difficulties, everybody. He got quiet, and we don't know why.
Sorry about that.
It's all good. There we go. It's back.
Yeah. Um, Lost my train of thought, but basically the currencies were serve a dual purpose. So it, I guess, it eliminates some of that. submenus that are needed?
Yo, I'm not gonna fucking. I
I'm
peaked
okay.
now at 479 mil.
So
So
when we
the
first
highest.
started playing, I said to you, I'm always iffy on games that show you the damage that you do because it always feels like you're doing way more damage than you're relatively actually doing. And at the end of the day, the numbers all like feel like nothing.
I don't know, dude. I delete bosses.
Yeah, but not in the do the content that you have trouble with.
This is. I feel like this is where you start getting into like, okay, so this is the normal map, right? You click here, and
I
the
can't actually see
thing.
your mouse, so you have to describe it.
Right. So you click on the bottom left. That transfers to the turbulent space time realm. So you go activate it, and now you have just like a completely different set of difficulty here. Ah, God, this is fucking gonna be hard.
Oh, oh, okay, you got a lot of chisels. Okay.
No, you get. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And
I was trying
then
to be cheap of mine.
oh yeah, no. Again, remember
Those are
we went through this
fragments. You get
before.
fragments too.
These I get like they're I don't know if they're
Scarabs.
fragment scarabs. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm probably
So we
not
were
gonna be.
only doing white maps then.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I don't. No, 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 no. Those are get like, but look how very different this is.
Okay. So
And
even at
then because,
even at 500, 500, almost 500 million, half a
but look
billion.
at my survival.
Yeah, you're doing. Yeah,
My survival is 12,900, and the recommended survival for this area
72.
is 72,000. Yeah, so
So you need
this
more
build is a
defenses.
glass cannon. Yeah, this build is a glass cannon. But I don't know if that's actually gonna like change because of the way the build is. I think the best I could do is like cap my resistances, but generally speaking, so my minions they go down to like no health, and then they can't die whilst they have overload.
Yeah, I've
So
noticed
they're
that.
basically immortal. I just need to not get hit by shit. And in these, like I just get randomly one shot.
So your damage is all from items, or are you scaling from skills?
Yes, it's both. Like
Okay, combination.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. Oh God, fuck. Yeah,
Yeah,
a little too
you
hard.
get. It feels like you're just getting one tap. If you do get hit, you get one. It feels like you're getting one tap. Um. All right. So
But if you notice here, so intelligence in this game ups like minion damage and things like that. That's a tier 0 intelligence roll and a tier 2 or tier 1 support. So
I've
that's
never seen that
basically,
stat before. The readability.
I don't know what it is either. I haven't figured it out. I made this one right here plus 4 beams, so my things shoot normally 1 beam, now they shoot 5, so it's like a shotgun. More intelligence, mini damage, chance to deal double damage, and crit. So and then you got like these like set bonuses. The corroded is corrupting your item. The legendary potential. So see how this has a legendary potential one, and it has one implicit stat on the very bottom,
Hmm.
where it's like 179 gear energy shield.
Yeah.
If you look, this one is two. That one can have two. I think threes can also can
Those are
have
just
threes. I don't think.
modern slots then.
Right. So those are more shit
Wow,
for
that's a
you to
pretty good
put
ring.
stuff on. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Pretty good ring. Uh, both pretty good rings. But it's just getting to this point. It wasn't really hard playing. It's just one of those things where
The longer you play.
I feel like the game could use a little bit more oomph. Like six linking and stuff is different. This one you have to. So other thing I figured out. Sorry, I know I'm going back and forth. So remember how I was like, what the fuck is the energy thing? The energy is your skill shot, your skill slot shit.
Hmm. That's how you
So
get
the more,
energy.
yes. So you get more energy by having it more on skills. That gives you more of this shit, which more of those you have. You know, they give you the as
Auras.
you when you get, yeah, you got the auras going. I I understand where they're going about it. I do find it interesting.
I
I
wonder if
don't feel
Path 2 took the idea from them. Because it looks eerily similar if you go to skills and you go to linking skills.
yeah.
It
Then
looks
you have shit
eerily
like
similar.
then you have
Yeah,
shit like this,
yeah, I
which
don't know
is
what
like
that
I don't know
is.
what any of this shit does. And the problem, you know what problem I'm actually having with this fucking game? None of this shit is actually like explained.
Path has have a similar problems with new players that none of and mostly none of the gameplay is really explained.
I don't think that is true.
Although the guide
I think
in the game is
I,
there and it helps a tremendous amount
but the
if
thing
you read
is
it.
I also feel like reading the item that you pick up will help, right? I feel like a lot of people get lazy about reading and things of that nature. But when you sit here and look at this, I don't have alt to expand on anything. I can't. I all I
True.
see is plasticity 0, readability 6, energy 113, 121 DPS with an exclamation point. What the fuck does that mean? Let me look. What the fuck is that? Main skill not equipped. Not, like, you know what I mean? Like that's probably the most I've gotten out of this so far. Plasticity, I can't click on it. Can't click on readability. Can't click on energy. Can't expand none of this. It has a recommend where it would be like, oh, you're playing this build. This is what we recommend, and price check. Which, don't get me wrong, that's cool. Price checking items from your inventory, pretty cool. But I don't. I there's so much in this game that is completely just not interesting enough to sit there and be like, oh, I need to go to the fucking wiki. No, you need to be telling me what the fuck this is. Like, when I can click on it and I can click around on this and look at, I can look what elemental means. I can look what low life means. I can't, but it won't let me look what plasticity is. Why does item level matter? What is this energy stat that some fucking gear seems to have like a way more of? Like, look at this. Like, this one has 21. Why does that have 21 and this one has 59?
That's probably where you found it. Maybe like the
It's
rarity
the
of it.
item level. It's item level. Now I understand because again, I've been pushing this because I wanted to know some of the upper
Oh,
limits
let
of
me see
this.
the low energy one again.
This one
67.
67. Mm-hmm.
And what about the other one? Let me see something
The
else
other
here.
one
82.
is 82. Yeah, but they're both
Huh.
required level 50. They're both in the same set, right? Because these are Voyager commemoratives and
Yeah.
these
I
are
got a
for
few voyages that are not that high level.
like it's just. Mm, and then
The legendaries don't feel legendary because
I they
you get multiple of them. You get multiple of them, and then they could be different eye levels.
yeah
It's
I
almost like our imagine if Path's uniques work that way, where if you drop them in a T16 map, they have a higher margins for their stats versus a T1 map.
not to mention, like, hold up, do I even? As a matter of fact, I don't know. Give me a second. I have to look. Not here. Here. Perfect.
You
Perfect.
have
Perfect. Perfect.
Tetris.
Yeah, Tetris. Hold up. I'll show you. I'll show you that mechanic in a little bit. So you got the
Which
two
one's which?
gloves.
Which one's which?
The one on the left is the one I'm wearing. The one on the right is just another set of
Okay.
gloves.
Okay.
Um,
Why does it? Why is the? Why is the energy down?
well, because you have to roll it.
Huh? That's what that is. So that's the
Yes.
energy.
Yeah.
I know we we were trying to
Yeah.
figure
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
out,
Yeah, yeah. It took me a while, and I had to look into shit, but that's what it was. It
and it's
wasn't
not
affecting the.
explained.
No, it's not. It's completely not.
You can even see the weapon. You can't even see the weapon changing as you do it.
Right. Well, it doesn't because it doesn't change because nothing changes other than the energy that you have for your skill
That's a
slots.
pretty big fucking deal, though. Especially when it directly impacts how many links you can have on your other skills.
Yeah. Like and then for like some like dude, this one right here, this chess piece can go up to like 120 or 130 energy as well. But I can't find a good one. And I don't want to buy it. But as you can see, back to my main point here. You can
Hmm.
see these two pieces of gear, right? You probably have an understanding like, okay, yeah, the mods have a roll range. So this roll range and but you also have, if you notice, the one that I'm currently wearing has a purple mod where the other one has a gold mod.
Hmm.
So the mod that you get on your item can change,
Yeah,
right?
I've seen that. Yeah,
And it's just you sit there, you look at this, and you're like, okay, so I have to lose 200 armor. I gain 20 life. Keep the same cooldown recovery speed. I gain critical strike rating. I keep the minion thing, but then I also lose the 143 max life because I haven't rolled it yet. And the one in my inventory that I don't have has no more plasticity on it.
and it's a higher eye level too. Even then,
By one, yeah. So it would probably go up to 62 or 63. What's it called?
interesting.
Like it. Don't get me wrong. I
There's
coming
two.
from someone who
Yeah,
played
for a
enough.
for a legendary or unique. I don't know what they. I think they consider this uniques. I think this is their version of uniques.
Yeah, these have to be.
There's too many variations. It's hard to build something around a unique. I think part of Path's charm is the fact that you can make something around a unique because it's consistent. It's reliable.
And all
Um,
but all of these are in like sets and shit.
and they don't give you any kind of set bonus other than that
No,
by
they
my
do.
side order calling.
Yeah.
But you don't really get so you know how. Oh, okay, never mind. I see it. Okay. They need to they need to fix that. It looks. I mean, yeah, you can read it, but you need to emphasize the wording a little different.
Honestly, I looked into so I was going with this build kind of blind after I saw generally what the guy was going for. He was just focusing on one minion type. The other one's to buff
Hmm.
yourself and your other minions. I was like, okay, cool. We'll just go with that. And this seemed generally like the thing that you would want to go for. I went all the way up to six because I figured that the the command when inflicting overload would probably be really good. Turns out, because I checked again after later, that's not the way that you should go. I need to change these out for like these fucking boots,
Okay.
and it's just
So
uh,
it's not necessary that the set bonus six is good. That actually
right.
reminds me of Diablo in a way, because in Diablo sometimes going with the full set wasn't the way to go. Sometimes combining two different sets was actually much stronger in D2.
And the thing is I'm not even going to be combining sets, right? Because this is the
Well,
other piece of
this is a different game, so I wouldn't imagine it. I know the some of the set bonuses in D2 were the strongest.
and
And
you can also notice my resists are trash.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Do we know? Do you know what the max resistance game is?
I
Is
think
it
60.
60?
Yeah, fire resist upper
Hover
limit
over.
60.
Is that what? Erosion?
Erosion resistance is 60. My
Total
resistance total
70.
70.
Upper limit 60. Okay. I mean, I will say this. At least this resistance in this game is a little more simplified versus last epic. I think the
Yeah,
resistance in last epic is a little way too
so
much.
many things to juggle. Oh, and then I told you I was going to show you the what's it called?
The Tetris mechanic. Okay.
So
What the hell is this?
each of these gives its own little thing.
Statue of a new god. So you can make your own god?
No, they're statues, they're machines, divinity slots. It's so
Yeah,
this
I know
shape,
what that is.
yeah. So this shape, right, is the shape of the plot. So you have to
Yeah,
slot
it's
in
Tetris. Yeah, I got.
but the thing is it's not like giving you a bonus for having it all filled, other than being able to fit in the maximum
So you just get those
amount.
stats.
Yeah. So so the thing, the one thing that I do kind of like about this is like, for instance, like with this, right? I could go. Oops, that's not what I did. Unequip in this. So I can go just put some shit on here. Ooh, yeah, man,
It's
this
random.
is really fucking good. Yeah, it's random. And then if I need to change certain things out, you can roll which one. So I can roll the minion thing. One, blah, 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 blah. Right, right, cool. You got that. And then the other cool thing is like now. So say for instance, okay, I remove this one for now. Unequip, equip, inventory, inventory, install. So as you can see, this doesn't fit. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
no. But what I could do is I could adjust the shape. Pop, 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 and then I can rotate it, and then now I have one that fits.
What's
So
the
I
point
get
of all
that.
this? That
More,
seems.
more shit. As you can see, more shit, more shit. This one is the one. Wait, is this the one that I had? No, this one.
Why give it to you
Skill.
in a fix? Why give it to you in a shape to begin with if you can always change the shape anyways?
Oh, because you can't. There are these little thingies.
Because they want you to buy those things?
Oh no, no, no! These runes you can earn. So you earn runes
Feel like
to be
it
able.
feels like an unnecessary layer.
It's just another layer, and it's in your passive tree. And it's just like I needed to get to level 90 because level 90 unlocks the outer reach on each of these. So the
Okay.
little nubbins at the top. So it
Uh-huh.
unlocks those. And then these you get like powerful bonuses
Yeah,
for
yeah.
obviously completing pieces of this. And it's just interesting. Just interesting. All of it is really, really interesting. But at the same time, it has this shit, right? This thing on the right side. It's just like, what? I don't want to use all of this shit. This looks awful. Event. Buy stuff.
Yeah,
If you
it
oh
feels like I think we discussed it off recording that the game has like an ungodly amount of stuff to like windows to buy stuff.
buy more stuff, buy more stuff, buy more stuff, buy more stuff,
See,
buy
that's the
more
shop. I would expect it to be stuff there. It's called a shop. But then you got boons.
spoons.
You
Buy
got
more stuff. More stuff. Buy more stuff.
that's
Buy
about the
more
fifth or sixth window that so far you opened up that it has stuff to
season
purchase.
pass. Buy more shit. Fucking outfits.
Outfits.
Buy more shit.
Yeah. See,
Fucking
it
packs. You can go in here. And
there's
then
no
you go and
reason
you're
why they
like,
couldn't. Oh yeah, you gotta buy that stuff though.
oh, you want one of these? Buy more shit.
Yeah.
Hunter's Forge. I haven't unlocked the rest of these. I got up to this, and at this point, it's just offering me these fucking flame shards, and I don't give a fuck. And then flame, whatever. And then oh god, trade house, my booth. Man, you want to sell more than fucking 9 items? Buy more shit.
You know what?
This
Surprisingly, I'm surprised that Path didn't take a similar route because they already
uh,
sell stash tabs.
and that's the thing about like this one. It's like, for instance, you want some more stash tabs, you could at least use your crumblies, your jaggies.
Mhm. Yeah, I've seen it.
Is these
The game,
jaggies too? 400 jaggies.
I think this game for being free to play. It's an okay game.
I'd be upset if I had to pay for this, and then they're gonna try to sell me classes and
Yeah,
shit.
I think if I'm not mistaken, I could be completely wrong. If I'm incorrect about this statement, please leave a comment. I think when this game first came out, it was not free to play. When it first came out, it was a buy now, keep forever. Um, and it wasn't until the game did pretty bad up it. compared to its competitors. Because if I'm not mistaken, this game came out in near the same time as D3, and it didn't do too good. And then I think it got bought out, and I mean, I feel like I should correct myself and verify some of this because this is now maybe 5 years ago that we're talking about. That's what I mean. Go in a side window here, Torch, Light, Infinite. I don't think Torchlight, it was even called Torchlight Infinite when it first came out.
My DPS is getting better for
You
no
haven't even done
reason.
anything.
Yeah, now I'm at 664 highest DPS in 5 seconds. I'm getting better at knowing when to use skills. That's all. It's just being able to burst my shit. But it's interesting, man. Like I'm glad I got to this point because at this point I'm kind of done.
Diablo 3.
I don't feel like, especially with my numbers looking the way they do, I don't feel like trying to achieve the numbers needed to start doing the next set of maps. It's
It
not and like
it doesn't give you the same level of reward. Like that dopamine hit that path gives you as you transcend certain stages of the game.
mhm.
Like to go from campaign into maps, that's a struggle for new players. But when you reach it, you're like, oh man, I did it. Oh, this feels so good. But then you reach another point where around yellow maps where you start realizing like, oh my God, I suck. And then once you pass that into red maps, you get it again. Oh man, I did it. And then gotta do pinnacle bosses. Then you gotta do, delirium. Then you gotta do juice maps. So each stage gives you a really good reward and it feel good as you transcend because it's a serious barriers to pass. This doesn't have any. It doesn't feel like it has any barriers as you go from where level one to where you're at. It's very gradual. So the dopamine hit is not there. And the last thing I would say about the dopamine hit is the drops feel bad.
Yeah,
Nothing ever drops that you're saying there like, oh my god, a mage blood, oh my god, a mirror. Nothing feels like that. Nothing. Because a lot of the like I said, the uniques or legendaries or whatever they call it here, they're all rehashed. So you
they're all
get
just
them,
higher levels
they're
than
just
the
higher
same.
levels, higher eye levels. I mean, maybe we haven't gotten to that point where you could probably get a drop that's like, oh my god, this is a mage blood equivalent. Maybe they exist something
There's
like
like
that.
priceless items. Like I don't know if they're good. I don't know if they sell. I found an item that's supposedly worth 1,200 doobie doops, but nobody wants to buy it.
I mean, it also depends on how many players right now are buying doobie doops. So
Yeah,
ironically enough, the game actually came out in 2023.
seems about right.
And I'm trying to see, trying to read a little more into this. Sorry, I'm being a little quiet.
Oh, and I'm doing a boss.
Frontiers, yeah, they're watching you do the boss. Rename Torchlight 3 and okay, so Torchlight 3 came out in 2020, and then Torchlight Infinite came out in 2023. Um, but the original developer of this game did sell the IP.
Fuck.
I don't know if you remember I don't know if you remember the developer, Perfect World. He used to make a lot of those pay to win games, free to play games.
I don't remember Perfect World.
There were a
I don't think
few companies back then.
I think the weirdest thing I remember is like Second Life.
There's a few of them. Perfect World. It was a company from Korea. Oh no, actually it's Chinese that would make just these off the wall pay to win games.
And just like this is how, that's what this feels like. To defeat a boss, you get a couple fucking legendaries.
Yeah, nothing.
And no, 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 no. None of these legendaries can be sold.
Yep, ID them. ID them.
For fucking what?
No, because I want the players to see it, the viewers to see it. These are
Oh,
the same. You get two of the same.
but one's got a fucking gold mod. Ah, purple mods. Ah,
I've been getting that one, that the helmet, since I've started playing the game. I've gotten like
yeah.
10 of them.
Yep, yep, yep.
Yeah.
But this one's high level 85 and 59 energy, and it has this 25 skill. I fucking, dude, you know what
Okay,
I
so
do with all this shit?
I want to retract one of my earlier statements. So I'm wrong. Apparently, this game did not come out near D3. It was like a decade after. So I don't know.
What crack you were smoking?
I don't even. Yeah, my memory is terrible actually. But I don't know what this game was competing against because when this came out, Path was still a thing, but it wasn't. Path never hit a million sales. So I think the market for this game has just never really existed because this game really didn't do good throughout its inception. Um,
Yeah, this didn't. It none of the environments aren't like super awesome. The bosses don't make me feel like, oh my god, that's so fucking cool. Like, I don't know.
they spend a lot of money on animations. I will give them that. Like a lot of the bosses have like entry animations and like they have a Kitava clone.
Dude, the AI for my ice golems breaks constantly. They just won't attack
Well, they
shit,
look like
and
they're very janky as far as the way they're darting. They dart really
they
like.
just they just have a retarded amount of move speed. That's like literally all it is. Is their move and attack speed is just crank.
So according to this, Torchlight Infinite was from the beginning. It was always a free to play game. So it wasn't.
Oh,
So again, I'm full of crack. Don't believe anything I say. Fact check me, please. Um, according to it just yeah. Um,
divination cards.
this is the first of the series that they decided to go with this model to keep the game alive throughout its entire existence. Um,
And I guess this is like I hate to say this because it isn't obviously, but this is the doom of not like games that have like good. Probably like the animators love their jobs and fucking care about the fucking shit, but the monetization team is just not on it, dude. They're I've noticed like the same 19 people talking in chat all the time.
well, it actually brings me to the next point. So, you want to take a guess? What's the all-time peak of this game?
Oh fuck, bro. I don't know.
Take a guess. I'll give you a comparison. Path's all-time peak right now is $250,000. 250,000.
I'm gonna guess like 100K.
Okay, you're off at least 50%.
I'm off by at least 50,000.
50%. Yeah, yeah, but yeah, 50,000. But
I
guess what?
guess
Higher or lower?
I guess I'll go higher.
No.
Damn, dude, this
The
thing had like
all-time peak for
50,000.
Torchlight Infinite is 20,000.
Oh no.
Right now, there are only
Oh.
300 players.
Oh wow. That's fucking crazy. No wonder.
Yeah,
And
that's
they want me to pay for fucking classes. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
Yeah, they have seasons, they have all that, but that's in the release of
That
their season four, they got a total of 10,000 players to come back to play, while having an average of 2,000 players. So yeah, the numbers of this game, this I could, matter of fact, let me compare this to, before I
I'm
say
curious.
this.
I'm curious.
Path of Exile.
These are.
Oh,
I'm looking. I'm trying to figure out how much of these doopy doops are. I need to see this. I need to know how much they're charging for these fucking
yeah, probably
characters.
go in game. Oh, purchase hero. Go purchase hero.
Yeah, but it didn't let me.
Yeah, just purchase
Yeah,
hero.
yeah, right. But it didn't let me. It says enter resume pirate crystals. Go to the
Oh,
shop.
so you have to go
So
in
that
the game to go in the shop.
is there
Oh.
really no shop here? Oh my fucking god! There's no shop on the fucking menu.
There's no even way to change your graphics on the menu. You can't access the settings in the main menu. You have to go
Oh
in the
my fuck!
game.
This is this is the craziest shit I've ever fucking seen.
Okay.
So I can't even go into the game to fucking buy your shit. Yeah, I have to go into the game to buy your shit. So I have to make a character I didn't want because man, I certainly wanted to fucking buy that fucking crazy looking Frostwitch. Not really, by the way. I'm just
That
fucking
pisses me off. Having ads as soon as you get into the game.
that's been getting to me too. So it's 1,015.
No, you need more than 1,000, don't you?
No, it's 980.
Okay. $15 to buy a class. Oh wait, no. It's more than that. Wait, hold on. Go back to it. So you get two now. You get times two.
Oh wait, this is the top up. Sorry, this is different.
No, the top up is.
No, yeah. Okay, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
So I get a wait.
You get 980 plus and 980 because they're doing a bonus times
But
two.
they don't. But the thing is that me. Look at. So this is what I'm gonna tell you. This is what I'm gonna tell you. For $5, you end up with 600, right? For the two times fucking bonus. That isn't enough to buy a hero. You have to buy $15 or 980 to
You
get
can buy
the
two
double.
heroes.
Right, but this is it's. I see this as just $15 because that's scummy.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
It doesn't like if I didn't. Who the fuck wants to buy multiple heroes? Unless you're sitting here, the last 300 fucking people playing this game, fucking still linking divine punishments and shit in the game. Come on,
Hey man, there's 300 players right now.
right? But that's it. That's all that's fucking gonna be buying this shit. And even then, they
Guess how many
probably
players as of 30 minutes ago? Guess how many players in PAF?
how many?
20,000.
Yeah, I'm going back to fucking path, bro.
I, there's
Dude,
there's
did
a
Alt
there's a
F4
cons
did
there
Alt
is
F4 not close out the game right now? Hold up.
I don't think it will. No, because it's not full screen.
Okay, it did. Okay, cool.
Oh.
I'm about to be fucking livid.
Let me actually Alt F4. Yay, guys. All right. The reason I bring this up is because I think it's important to say that at what point as a developer do you realize that your game is dead? Like when it stops generating money or when your player count is this low?
I don't know, dude. I'm not a
Because
game developer. I
you
just
have
play
to,
video.
if you have to develop content, updates, you know, you got to pay people. Is 300 players buying microtransaction enough?
And the Clockwork update was in July.
Yeah, that was season four. Yeah,
It's
and they
pretty
got a
crazy.
maximum of within that week they got 10,000 players,
Wow,
half of
that's
their all-time peak. Mind you, we just hit the all-time peak in PAF this league.
yeah. And Path is just a better game. I don't know what to say, bro.
I'm just mad you just loaded up PAF. And you're like
Huh?
cleansing. I'm mad you just loaded up PAF. Like
Why
almost
are
like you
you
want to
mad?
cleanse, like almost like you want to cleanse your palate off a Torchlight.
This is I I put not. I put a fair amount of effort into getting there to where. So
No, you
the
did.
first
You did.
the first time I played, I got to level like 12 and gave up, dude. I couldn't. This time I was like, I have to at least give it a fair shake,
Yep.
and I gave it a
And,
fucking fair
and
shake.
and for those of you listening, I think you guys, I think you deserve. Coffee deserves a good job, pat on the back, and a button for his efforts. Cause I did beg him. I'm like, bro, we gotta do it. We never played it. It's an ARPG. Like, this is our thing. We have to play it. And he was like, nah, bro, fuck that game. And I'm like,
Feels good.
bro, we gotta do it. And you finally was like, you know what? Fine, 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 fine. I'll do it. Fine. And you stuck. You managed your word. You did it.
I did do it.
Um,
It was
it was
hard.
exactly what we expected. It was exactly what we expected it to be. It's a fun little game just to get into it, but I don't know if it's worth getting into it because it's so dead. You're gonna waste
Dude,
a lot of hours just not making.
just play Path.
Yeah, just play Pav. It's a more. I'm biased. I'm very biased. I'm very biased. But if you want more bang for your buck, which is nothing, we're talking about free here, right?
Nah, dude, like look at it. I'll even put it this way: for $15, you can buy so many stash tabs.
You, it's not. The game is not free to play because there's certain things that are locked behind a paywall.
Yeah, Path has no paywalls other than how much shit you can hold in your stashes.
And don't get me wrong, Path does a really good job of giving you a lot of shit to hold. And it's almost like you get the itchies because you want more shit to hold. Don't get me wrong, it's real, but you don't feel like an ass by buying a stash tab. You don't feel like an ass. It's almost like it's a weird feeling you get from like, oh, I got more shit to hold. Awesome, I could do more shit. The point I'm trying to say is that you get more bang for your buck by playing Path because not only is it a free game, you get access to all of the content. You get access to all of the classes. You get like all of the skills, everything.
You know what I've actually really liked about Path, right? So all of the things that I've bought from Path, all of the MTX, all of the hideouts, all of my fucking stash tabs, none of it has anything to do with the builds that I make, and I get to keep them next league.
Well,
Like I get
I'm sure in
league.
this game you can keep some of that stuff for the next league, for the next season.
Like, but the thing is like nah. For instance, right? So if you buy a character, that character you level up, and you now have a super duper version of your character. But the next league they release another character.
I
Your
mean,
the value of your thing goes down, whilst you're like, at least in this, my stash tab will still hold X amount of slots of X amount of things.
well, that's true. I think that there's no character specific cosmetic.
Right.
So I think, yeah, okay, I get what you're going with this. Yeah, I would agree with that. There's no character specific, so even if they do release a new class later, you don't feel like, oh, well, my cosmetics won't work on that class. I think when in the release of Path 2, that's one of the biggest hesitations that a lot of people had because it's like, what about my transactions? So when they made the announcement, everything will work from here, it will work over there. We was like, oh my God, best game ever.
Yep. Straight up.
Because some people realistically freaked out. Like they've purchased hundreds of dollars, maybe thousands of dollars. We know someone has almost spent $2,000 on this game in microtransactions. So like for not to have that transfer over, it's a deal breaker. And at least GGG knew that. They understood that and somehow made it happen. Which we don't know what the hell the implementation is going to be, but whatever. We'll deal with that when we get there. But final thoughts.
I am actually, interestingly enough, I'm gonna go back to playing Path. Um, try to get myself some of these good old challenges before league end. I'm at
Okay.
24. My friend just said that he completed his aura build, so hopefully we'll be able to do some farming there. Hopefully we'll make some good fucking money. Like
Nice.
I don't know, man. Path even this late of league still has me interested, still has me
20,000
doing it.
players.
Like
That
it's
means
just
that trading is still a thing. Like you can still probably get some modest trades in. You're not gonna be making googles of money because not a lot of the people who are still playing probably already have their builds unless you're making some giga stuff to trade. Chances are you're not gonna be able to make a lot of raw currency from trades, but you still got, you know, if you got friends online, you can still make some money that way.
yep, you still got shit to do. Still always new stuff to farm.
Which, by the way, the
Uh,
24-hour peak though was 45,000. So
for Path?
yeah, yeah, yeah. The 24-hour, meaning like at one point today there was 45,000 people on. It's just
There
probably
you go.
now within the last 30 minutes it's 20,000 because it's nighttime. East Coast probably going to bed to go to work tomorrow. So, you know, you're probably going to get some of the Asian players to come on soon.
Yep.
Um, Final thoughts for me. Again, Torchlight is a great game for it to be free. But if you want an even better game, there really is no reason to play Torchlight. Just come over to Path. Um, it's just again even even like if I okay, so if you had to choose Torchlight or Last Epic,
Hmm.
wait, I don't think Last Epic is free.
I don't think it is either.
No, it's not free. So, but that being said, purchasing Last Epic for $35 or
At least I get everything in the game.
fair enough. That's a pretty good.
Like I understand. At least they're not hiding what they're trying to do behind sub menus and a whole bunch of fucking different currencies that convert into each other, so you never know how much you're spending. It's just not as predatory.
All right, last statistic. How many you think is the amount of players in Last Epic?
Oh fuck, dude. I don't have any frame of reference for that game when it comes to multiplayer or how many
Take a
people
guess.
playing.
All right,
20K, 50K,
all right. You are off by 90%.
100K.
Lower.
Oh, like 5K?
Yeah, just about. There's a in the last 30 minutes there's the peak players is 1,700.
Oh wow.
In the last 24 hours, there's a peak players of 3,400. So 3,400.
Oh wow.
They're not doing too good.
Well, they're doing 10 times better than Torchlight.
They're only doing maybe three times better than Torchlight.
Oh wait, is it not? Oh sorry, my math is bad. Because
Torchlight
oh
only did 300. They have 1,700.
oh there yeah okay. I was wait. What was their? What was Torchlight's 24?
3,400.
And then
500. So a little better there. A little better
um,
there.
yeah, just,
That's
terrible.
that's pretty bad numbers.
Oh, the homie that completed his Orville is going offline until tomorrow. Fuck. Do you want to play?
No, because I have to load up this recording.
Damn. I have to play
um,
Evil Human.
yeah, I'm sorry, dude. Sorry,
Nah, it's fine.
sorry.
I just
Um,
it's I made
interestingly,
it work for you. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I
it
swear to God.
no, I didn't even actually hear what you said.
Oh, I said I made an aura bot for you.
See, now you ain't gonna make me feel bad.
No, that's kidding.
Interestingly enough,
No.
the all-time peak
Oh,
of Last Epic actually is beats Path. But there's statistics is a funny thing because when you look at the life of Last Epic and you look at their numbers, they were hitting 500 players up
oh,
until
also
what?
path numbers diverge. Not everybody that plays Path is
On
playing
that's
it
on
on.
Steam. Yeah, I know, and that's a really good point. Thank you for bringing that up. But we only have Steam charts available, so we have to go based on that. So we can probably assume that there's either less or at least more players
I'll
on
say
Path.
it's 10%. We'll just go with that,
hmm
just to
That's a
be
good. That's a
really,
good
really
conservative.
generous.
Yeah, just to be conservative.
Like
The
we'll just say that 10%
numbers.
of people are like, "Oh, I want to use GGG's thing instead of fucking Steam for some odd fucking reason."
Well,
I don't know.
you can load up the torrent. You can
Oh yeah,
pre-patch the
yeah, yeah,
torrent,
yeah. That's true.
so you don't have
But
to wait
the
to
one
Steam.
thing, yo, GGG, if you're here listening to random content for some fucking odd reason, give me the ability to move my Steam account to your thing, or to share them or link them, because
Yeah.
don't get
Um,
me wrong, I understand that you want to keep them separate and you want to have like a little reason to get a load up yours, but at the same time, I just happened to make a mistake the first time around, and now I'm stuck on it. So yeah,
Can I do undo my fuck up, please?
like please, like
Um.
I understand I didn't do enough research on it, but I need your help.
So last bit about these numbers. So last Epic was doing about 1,000 to 2,000, maybe 5,000 here and there from its release date all the way up to uh, November 2023. November 2023, I believe, is when they brought out their big content.
How's D4 doing?
It's not on Steam.
So we can't look at D4 numbers at all.
Let me try to check. Diablo
There should
4
be like one of
player
those things.
count.
Yeah, there should be that thing that like monitors their servers or some shit. But
Active player IO. Okay, let's see.
yeah, that
Okay, okay. If this is accurate,
big if, disclaimer, we don't know.
yeah,
I
I
didn't.
don't know how how accurate this website is. Active player IO. But
I
if
didn't
this
make
is
it
accurate, um, online players as of 1 hour ago is 161,000.
for D4.
D4.
That's a huge drop off from where they were.
Yeah, active player in the last 30 days is 3,800,000.
Mm. And I imagine that Path is not doing nearly as well there.
No, no, no,
It's
no,
not.
no.
It's not a Blizzard game.
I mean, they didn't have. You have to understand the proportions. When
Oh,
D4
I know.
released,
I know.
it
Trust me.
sold like 8 million copies.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I understand. It's again, it's a
So when
Blizzard game.
you yeah, when you have 8 million copies and all your 8 million players only 100,000 are playing,
That's a
that's
lot of money.
I mean they 8 million people still bought the game. So it's imagine if this number. If 200,000 players, right? Assume 800,000 players of all the peak of Path, which was this league. If every single one of them bought a $30 supporter pack,
That'd be nice.
that'd be a crazy amount of money for GGG. Crazy amount of money. They'd hire like two more Jonathans.
Hopefully.
Right? So the point I'm saying is that that's what happened with D4. Diablo when it came out was like $60, $70 or something like that.
70, I think. And
8
then like the
million people bought the game. First of all, matter of fact, 8 million of those people probably bought higher packs. So digital exclusives, pre-orders. So the game, by all metrics, was a super success. Super successful.
launch was.
Yeah, the launch was, but that's all that matters because they got the money. They already got the money.
Yeah, no, but I'm talking wasted money from like the player's perspective.
Yeah, well,
If
I
you,
mean,
if you
the difference
like
is that D4 is not gonna last nearly as long as the Path of Exile.
true, but it should, because D fucking two is a thing.
Well, look, since 2014, this game has been around for 10 years. And since then, it's been doing consistent numbers. Boom, 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 boom. Now, The only way we can judge D4 if it lasts for 10 years and they can continue doing these numbers.
And
We
even
all
then,
know that's not possible.
I don't even know if the like Blizzard will be a company in that time.
Well, the
I
the
hope not.
IP the IP will still be around. Someone will own it. Someone would
Right.
have the Diablo IP. Whoever, if it's Blizzard, Activision, Bethesda, whatever.
Fucking Bethesda. I want to see a Bethesda fucking D4 game.
Hey man, don't. They trying to do everything. They just did a space game, so you never know. Um, it's quite interesting. Quite
Ever turned
it's
into a good game?
hmm?
Did that ever turn into a good game?
It depends who you talk to. Matter of fact, Starfield active players.
Is Starfield online?
No, but I think it's Team Charts. Okay,
Oh, right,
okay,
right, right.
okay. So as of right now, all-time peak of Starfield was 330,000. In the last 24 hours, only 11,000, and the last hour, 6,000. Modest,
That's that's
modest.
pretty much, yeah. It's
That's
higher than
modest.
Torch.
No, it's different. It's definitely modest number, especially for a single-player RPG game.
Do me a favor. I know this is gonna be just like a dunk kind of thing where it's just like kicking someone while they're down.
Tekken.
Uh, check no check Baldur's Gate 3 and then check Tekken because I'm curious. It's like now that we're sitting here thinking about numbers, I'm like, there's some games I want to know about.
Okay, and you said Tekken. Tekken 3. What is it? 3? 8?
Tekken 8.
8. Okay. Which one you want to know first? Tekken or Boulders?
You choose.
Tekken. Okay. All time, meaning when Tekken 8 was released, 46,000.
Wow, no way.
Mm-hmm. On Steam. I don't know if the game is available anywhere else.
That's both more and less than I thought. Because that just it's like awesome that many people play Tekken now, but at the same time,
It's a
it
different type of
felt
game though.
like
It's a
more.
fighting game. So
Yeah, it
you don't need
felt
to
like
it doesn't need to feel like there's a lot of players playing.
true, but it's just like the content waves and the numbers on that. I expected a little bit higher. I don't
Um
know. It's weird. It's weird.
Ballers Gate. All time, meaning since its release. 875,000 copies.
Jesus Christ.
So almost a mil. Now I think Baldur's Gate you can buy it on other platforms, so it might be slightly
Yes.
higher. 24-hour peak, 130,000. In the
Yeah, that
last
good old
hour, 80,000.
Jesus.
There's still a lot of people playing Baldur's Gate.
Because it's a fucking boss game.
Yeah, it's
As a matter
it's
of
a
fact,
lot of
I
people playing.
recently started up a new campaign in Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised by that number. It's pretty. That's a lot of players.
It's an amazing thing because it's like, man, expensive kind of game because it's not like it was like a $20 game. People are still playing the shit out of it.
For those who need context, there's a what is this game? Banana? What the fuck is this? I gotta check this out. I'm sorry, guys. It's number 2 on the list. Okay, wow, wow. See, this is the reason why we can't have nice things. There's a game on this free-to-play game on Steam right now called Banana. It's a clicker game.
You just click the banana.
You just click the banana. There are 300,000 players playing that right now. I c- whatever, dude, whatever. Wukong, Black Myth Wukong.
Yeah.
It has sold 200. I mean 200. 2.4 million copies.
Damn, that's pretty good. I don't
Yeah.
know why.
In the last 24 hours, 700,000 played, and then within the last hour, currently 400,000 people are playing it.
I don't
For context,
hate that
just
genre. I don't hate that genre of game or anything. I just don't get it.
eh, you know,
Like,
it's just
if, then
Baldur's
again,
Baldur's Gate right
Ghost
now
in the
is number 8 of top games being played. The fact that it's losing into a game called Banana is just kind of like Jesus Christ.
But then again, how many other games are being beaten out of it?
That's
So,
true. Counter Strike 2 is still number one game on Steam.
are you fucking serious? Holy
Yeah,
shit!
600,000 players. PUBG,
Damn.
I don't know why people are still playing PUBG. 180. Satisfactory, which a lot of people say that game is great. But Satisfactory is 100,000, a little bit above Baldur's Gate. Apex Legends, Naraka, Blade Point. I'm not sure what that is. I've never heard of that game. Dota 2, 300,000.
Huh.
So
I can understand Dota. Yeah.
yeah, um,
Okay.
I've tried playing Dota, even though I like MOBAs. Dota is one of the games where I'm just terrible at it. I just too many micromanaging that I have to do. I feel like I feel like I only have. This song sound terrible, but I feel like that game you need three hands to play, and I was only born with two.
Fair.
But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Dota is. I don't know. Dota is just complicated,
It's yeah, it's very multi-layered in a not so easy way.
and then
Um,
people have been doing nothing but getting better and better at it.
mm-hmm. Good luck trying to get into that game right now and be somehow be okay and good. Shit.
Yeah, it's difficult.
Um,
It's a very long running game for people who have played it for a very long time.
yeah. All right, guys.
But hit a button if you enjoy the conversation.
Yeah, and if you want us to review any other games, things that we've never covered, talked about, or even know about, feel free to drop it on the comments. We read all the comments. We're thirsty for attention. Um, well, I'm thirsty for attention, I should say, because you that's usually my department of things. I usually run to you like, hey, 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 someone left us a comment. Look at what they said.
I'm
Um,
interested. I always want to know.
yeah, just leave us. Until next time.
Next time. Good night, people.